Good morning, guys. Today was my first live trading day with the Bearable community. I have been with the Bearable community for about 3 months now. I was in my SIM account for 7 weeks. I decided to go live last week, so apparently last Monday was my first live trading day. But the whole market was choppy last Monday. I did not go green, but I got stopped out and twice last Monday. So I decided to switch back to Sim because I was not able to predict the market. As Andrew said that there was not enough juice in the market last week. So I decided to get back to Sim for the rest of the week last week. And today was officially my first live trading day. So my first trade was an opening range breakup on the 5 minute chart, which was coinciding with ABCD pattern on the 1 minute chart. So on the 1 minute, the confirmation for me was this huge 1 minute bullish candlestick. The volume was not that big, but this candlestick was huge and it closed above VWAP. And I saw that the volume on the 4th minute candlestick was huge. So you can see that this volume is even greater than the volume uh, on the 1 minute at the market open, on the market open. So I decided to wait for a pullback and go long because at this moment I was bullish. I was very bullish that I was pretty certain that Roku will go up. So I waited for a pullback because if I would have gone long here, this was pretty bad risk for me, and then I would have waited a lot longer to get my risk to reward. So I decided to wait for a pullback and I went long here and I saw that this candlestick went down below VWAP. My risk was VWAP and this moving average, so it just went down and was quickly bought back up above VWAP. So that was again a confirmation for me that the buyers are in control. So instead of I wanted to scale in here, but I made a hotkey mistake. So that was a rookie mistake for on my side. So instead of scaling in, I scaled out and I scaled in again then. So I scaled in again. I took huge size on this because I was pretty certain that I was in a good trade with the stop loss again below VWAP and this moving average 9 EMA. And as you can see that it was a good green trade for me. I could have held this position a bit longer because apparently Roku broke the 100 level. Brian called this up in the chat room that it will break the 100 level, and it certainly did. But I only trade for the first 30 to 45 minutes in the morning because I am in Australia and the market opens at 11:30 p.m. AU time. So I only trade for the first half an hour to 45 minutes and then I go to bed. I have to wake up again in the morning and I have a full-time 9 to 5 job in the morning. So this was my first trade on Roku, first green trade. My second trade was on AMD. So I made two trades on AMD. Uh, my first trade was, give me a second. Yeah, here is it. Here it is. So I tried to catch a reversal on AMD. So just for your FYI, I go very small size on reversals and wedges. I'm pretty confident with ABCD patterns and opening range breakups and VWAP reversals and but I'm not very confident with extreme reversals like this V reversal. But I still took a small size on AMD. I saw that it made a huge hammer on the 5 minute chart and this daily level, we had this daily level. So this was acting as a major support. So I went long here. It was a bad entry, but it was small size with a stop loss below this daily level, but I got stopped out. But apparently it was a good idea. I could have gone long here with a stop loss below 31.20. I could have given this 10 cents, but as my entry was bad, I got stopped out and then I waited. And then it broke this level, so I was not very keen in getting back in this trade because it could have easily gone like that's the 9 EMA and gone down again because this bearish candlestick after hammer means that my strategy failed, so I won't take this trade. I won't pursue that strategy any longer. My third trade was again on AMD. So I saw that it made a good reversal I bailed out. I stopped out on this trade, but it made a good reversal. And this 5 minute candlestick was a huge candlestick for me. And I also saw that the volume was increasing, the bullish volume. So as you can see that the low of this candlestick was the support, the daily level support, and then the next candlestick was a huge bullish candlestick. So I looked at the 1 minute chart for a better entry and I saw that it was closing above this moving average. This is the 50 SMA on the 1 minute chart. So I saw that it was breaking and then I got a good entry with around 3 to 4 cents of risk. So I went pretty big on this trade. I have that hotkey that calculates my share size based on the risk. You can find that hotkey. The hotkey was made by Kyle, so you can find that hotkey on our Bear Bull forums. So I went like full size in here, and I got pretty good profit in this trade. So this was a good profit for me. So these are my 3 trades. First on Roku, 2 on AMD, and my last trade was on SYMC. So SYMC again, I went small size in here because I'm not very confident with trading wedges. So I saw that SYMC was making a wedge. So as you can see that the VWAP was acting as a resistance, and the lows were a bit higher as you go along this trend line. So I went long here on the break of this wedge, but I got stopped out again on the break of the wedge. As you can see, I made this wedge and I went long here. I got stopped out, but apparently I could have got like 2-3 cents from this trade. But yeah, I just got stopped out. It's not a big deal for me. So that's the benefit of sizing your position. If you're confident with the strategy, so you can go full size or maybe a big size on that position, on that strategy. But I'm not very confident with wedges and reversals. So I try limiting my position size if I'm trading wedges and reversals. So these were my 4 trades. So in total, I made 1.8% of my total account. So that's a good first green trade for me. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below, and hopefully I will continue being green and continue making more recaps for you guys. Thanks.